collaborate with your family and friends. I'm seeing this firsthand at the moment. I've got 3 mates. They were forced to look at the urban fringe because of affordability issues, but they've pulled their money together and now they're in a position to buy better quality property with stronger rental demand in the right area. So that's really working. And also, if you're a parent and you're looking to help your kids get into the property market, consider being a loan guarantor. You know, this might mean that your kids can actually buy their dream home, but you need to be careful as well because you're considered to be a co-borrower by the banks. So in the event that your kids default on their loan, the banks will come knocking on your door.
Yeah, stuff the kids, I say. Lisa and I have a unit together in Melbourne that no one knows about.
Yeah, it's going to treat
It's going really well.
Really well.
Just talk to me about those bridesmaid suburbs. I mean, a lot of people look at suburbs and go, look, I'd love a house like in Toorak or something, you know, aspirational. But there are many other suburbs around that are much cheaper and you can realise further gains on them, right?
Absolutely. Look, I just think the easiest thing you can do is look at the suburb that you want and then grab a map, draw a 2 to 5 kilometre radius around the suburb that you want to buy into but can't afford, and then try and identify the bridesmaid suburb. I mean, I know that there was one that I looked at and I never went ahead and bought. And I think there's a lot of grey-haired people out there in Australia that have done the same thing and you live to regret it. So bridesmaid suburbs are an absolute goer.
What about regional areas? Are they a smart move or not? Because obviously they don't rise in the same way that CBD spots do.
Yeah, you're absolutely right, Lisa. But to be perfectly honest, personally, I'm a massive fan of regional Australia. I moved out there about 5 years ago and it was one of the best decisions that I ever made.
So where?
I moved to regional Victoria, so up towards Bendigo, and I've since moved down to the Coast Guard because I like going for a wave.
Yeah.
And look, with the NBN's tremendous, so it's really improved connectivity. So if you're one of these people that can work remotely, consider regional Australia because the average house price in general is less. But the big thing is, and I know that there's a lot of bushies watching the program today and they'll nod their head, but the community atmosphere in regional Australia is sensational and it's a ripping place to bring up kids.
Well, I'll tell you what, in country Victoria, I went to Yarrawonga over Christmas and that place is going ahead leaps and bounds. I don't think I've seen so much development in a country town in a long time, so it is starting to happen. What about your super? You can dig into your super as well, but you just need to be a little bit careful there as well, though.
Yeah, definitely, mate. You need to be careful with your super, but if you've done the hard yards early and you've accumulated a lot of money into your super fund, you can actually use some of that money as a deposit on an investment property. They don't ask you for 20%, they actually ask you for 35%. And the governance of self-managed super funds, it's pretty strict and the cost associated with administering them is quite high. So you've got to dot your I's and cross your T's, but if you find the right house in the right area at the right price, it's definitely worth considering.
Is there any age restriction on that, Chris?
Yeah, look, no, you can do it. It really depends on how much money you've got in super, Lisa. I think the Money Smart website really advocates that you shouldn't consider setting up a self-managed super fund until you've got roughly $300,000 in your super fund. So don't consider it until you've got that sort of sum of money.
What about people who may want to borrow as well as put super into it? Again, you've got to be careful about it, but a few people are doing that. That may close that loophole down the track, but while we can.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, if you're thinking about doing it, do it now. Don't rush into it. I really recommend that you get professional advice when it comes to this strategy, because if you do it wrong, you're going to get, whack over the head, so to speak.
What about the hottest place in Australia right now to buy property?
Oh, mate, that's a hard one. That's a real hard one. Look, at the moment, mate, the property market in Melbourne and Sydney particularly is just going gangbusters. My word of advice would be don't rush into anything. Just wait, and just, don't make any silly offers at the moment.
See how the next 6 months goes.
That's Absolutely.
What everyone seems to be saying.
And there's also been a lot of talk about if you want to live in a particular area but you can't afford to live there, buy somewhere either regional or on the outer suburbs that you can afford to invest in, and then rent in the place that you want to live.
Yeah, I'm struggling with this strategy at the moment, Lisa. I've seen it done a fair bit, and people are buying in, regional Australia or in other capital cities that aren't worth as much, so it is more affordable. But we've seen some clients where they've done this and they're getting little to no capital appreciation, and worse still, some of these properties are untenanted, which is just a financial disaster.
Oh, right, because that advice has been around a lot lately.
Yeah.
So
absolutely.
Thanks for letting us know.
Yeah, I think it's got got a bit to do with a fair bit of oversupply, Les. All
Good
right.
on you, mate. Really good to talk to you. Good energy too on a Friday. Lovely.
Good on you.
Go for a
Have a
wave,
great
mate.
weekend.
You too, bro.
Thanks, Chris.
See you.